Good morning, everybody. What an exciting day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kavrigich, but don't worry about that. You could just always call me Northern Stamper. And you can always drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. What an exciting day. I know I may be a few minutes early. It's just because I'm just so super excited. Today is the launch of the annual catalog. If you are joining me today and I'm sideways, please give me a notification because I have no clue if I'm sideways or not. That would definitely help if you could drop in the comments if I'm sideways or right side up. Anyways, northernstamper@gmail.com. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is the launch of the annual catalog. I'm so excited. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning placing my order. I was so excited. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like an annual catalog or you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. I would be happy to send you something. All right. Okay, so I can now officially show you what's inside the catalog. And today we are going to be making some cards using the Designer Series paper. Okay, I got to tell you, so this is one of the cards I'm kind of working on. This is one of the Designer Series paper. I may refer to it as DSP, but it's the same thing, or really pretty paper. I got to tell you, when you look in the catalog, never fails. When you look in the catalog or online, the papers are never as pretty as they seem. Like they look nice, huh? Really nice. This is a Countryside Inn, lots of blues, very pretty, but I'm telling you, once you get them, they are much prettier in person. So I just wanted to show you that. Good morning, Carol. Thank you for joining me. As I said, this is a mock-up I'm making for a card. And this is one of the papers. I'm telling you, very much nicer in person. And these are some of the new ink colors. And it's on the reverse side of this paper right here. So the reason I say those things is because, you know, you may look at it in the catalog and say, oh, you know what? I'm not sure if that's what I want. But honestly, the Designer Series paper like this, super duper cute. If you looked on my webpage on Sunday, I did Sunday shenanigans with this paper. It was fantastic. Oh, it was so much fun. Anyways, the paper is always much prettier in person than it is in the catalog. Okay. If you do have a catalog, I strongly suggest, okay, I'm all for making the most of your money. I strongly suggest getting a piece of paper and writing down a wish list. Don't just order everything, okay? Just write down your wish list, okay? And then kind of go through and follow a few of the tips that I have, okay? So one of the things you can go very far on a little bit of money is the Designer Series paper, the pretty papers here, and the colors of cardstocks. They coordinate perfectly. Okay, the reason I say that is because a pack of Designer Series paper runs about $15 to $20. And you can make, my goodness, I think it was 72 cards out of a pack of paper. Okay, the Designer Series paper. So you want to do that. Add a Designer Series paper and a couple of, they do have variety packs of cardstock. Add that too. You might want to add that. Again, $15, not very much. All right. On your wish list, if you don't have a black ink, order a black Memento ink because you'll be using that for many of the activities that we have coming up. Also, if you would like some colors, there are some colors that are really good. One of my, like if you order only one or two, one pretty peacock is a fantastic color. It's actually very, very pretty. Wild Wheat is in one of the new in colors. And if you order the 5 different colors from the in colors, you get a discount of 10%. So always buy in a bundle. Okay. So I wanted to show you, give you some ideas on that. Designer Series paper is definitely the way to go. Also, all right, on your list, you may want to add 1 or 2 stamp sets. So if you're going to follow along, I will be using Cheerful Daisies a lot for the next 3 months. And Circle Sayings. Now, this is a good bundle because it comes with a circle punch, and it is very useful. So you want to do that. You want to buy in bundles and save some money because you get a little bit of a discount on that. Okay. What else have I got to say? Oh yes, first person to place an order today will get this little package of embellishments, designer series paper, ribbon, adhesive, more adhesive embellishments. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to give the first person that places an order will get this pack. Okay. All right, so let's move on. I have to thank, let's take a look at our happy mail. I will have to thank, I think this was Joan. Oh, this was Pat. Pat sent me a birthday card. She was following along with Joan in the embroidered card design. I love that. Isn't that cute? Look at the little ladybug sitting up there. I love these things. I love all the cards that people send me. If you come over, you'll see them all posted. So that was from Pat. Thank you. And this was from Joan. Okay, this is really cute. Look at this. So I can take this little piece and I can take it to my catalog, right? And I could put it on my favorite page. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Love that. Thank you so much, Joan. What a great card. Love it. Love it. It's what a great idea. I love that little corner thing. And again, thank you. Terry's had sent me this. Isn't this great? She decorated the envelope too. What a gorgeous, gorgeous color combination. Terry is a fantastic designer. She's on my team, and I got to tell you, she makes the most amazing cards too. She takes her time. Look, she's using the designer series paper, a few elements. Oh, it is just fantastic. Now, talking about DSP, if you saw on Sunday, I made these super duper cute cards using designer series paper. I wanted to show you what you can make with just paper. Okay, so these guys come in on the paper. I just cut them out. And look at that. Check that out. Isn't that cute? Just designer series paper, a little bit of ink. This is one of the new colors. And I've just added it all in. Again, designer series paper. Just need to add a sentiment to that. And that's it. Okay, enough of my talking. You did not come here just to hear me talk. So designer series paper. Okay, I'm going to show you some. I'm going to be using this today. This is called Fresh as a Daisy. And it on both sides, it always has, sometimes it's tough to choose which one you want. So it is absolutely stunning, okay? You think it's pretty on the screen, much better. Oh, that one's upside down. Much better in person, I gotta tell you, okay? All right, love designer series paper. You will not be disappointed with one pack of designer series paper or stuff like that, okay? So we are here for Takeaway Tuesday, and that means I'm going to show you how to make a card. And I'm going to make 2 cards, but with the same design. You can just make one card. I do offer each month a package. I have the packages ready for June, we are using the in colors, and Wild Wheat is one of them. So you might want to comment below if you would like a package for June. They're all ready for mailing. And I will get them out to you. So this package is for May. So you're going to get that. And you're going to get the one with the Pretty Peacock color. Love that color card base. Okay, Pretty Peacock, an absolute stunning, stunning color. Okay, so let's move on. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for joining me. And Joan. Yes, those animals are really cute. So in the packages, I cut everything for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry. You just add the stamps and we'll go along gluing. So I'm going to do 2. Okay, in the package, you should have the card base, right? So there we go. Just going to fold that in half. There's a piece of basic white that's going to go on top, but we're going to do something to this paper. And you should have a couple of 2 pieces of the Fresh as a Daisy designer series paper, 1 piece of basic white, and 2 pieces of the Pretty Peacock, okay? All right, so those are the items that you're going to have in there. And it looks like I'm missing some here. So just in case, grab a piece of basic white, just extra, just in case, okay? So what we're going to do first is we are going to emboss this basic white cardstock. Now, when I mean emboss or dry emboss, I'm going to get the embossing folder. You can choose whichever one you want. and you're going to run it through your cut and emboss machine. Okay, so you're just going to slip it in, run it through, and it will come out looking like this. Okay, so I got 2 cards. I got 2 different designs for you. So this one, okay, this is absolutely a stunning embossing folder. This one's called Countryside Blossom. Okay, I don't know if you can see the design on there. There's some flowers. It actually turns out very, very nice. And embossing folders actually add a lot to the cards. So see how it already changed the card front design from just plain white. Okay, just a little bit of embossing changes it a whole lot. So I could just actually add a sentiment and a ribbon and off it goes. Look at that. That is just kind of very plain. All right. So I do have another one. This one is a basic 3D embossing folders. There's 3 in here. And I just used one of the ones. I just grabbed one and I embossed. And look at this. So this looks, I don't know, a little starfish or flowers or whatever. Again, a great design. Gonna add that to the front. Again, look. Changes the look of the card altogether. So embossing folders are a great thing to add. Now, I strongly suggest if you get embossing folders, wait until there is a join bonus with the starter kit, because you want to get, if you don't have an embossing machine, you want to wait for that. And Stampin' Up! Has always something in the summertime about a join bonus. So just wait and I will let you know. So embossing folders, wait for that sale, the special join. And we are going to, I'll let you know more about that. So look at the designs on that. Looking great. Okay, a tip. There's a little tip. If you look really close, that flower's upside down. There is a right and a wrong way to put your card together. Take a close look. You don't want your little flowers going the wrong way. Okay, I did that a few times, but you know what? That's okay. All right, we have embossed our basic white. Now, so I don't lose anything, I am going to glue them down. Okay, I'm going to glue them onto the card base. There is a Stampin' Seal, which is okay, but let's place that one off aside. It is not my favorite. Stampin' Seal Plus. You want, if you're going to order a tape runner, get the Stampin' Seal Plus. It's got to be the Plus. It's slightly a little bit more money, but worth it, because you just add a little bit of adhesive to the corner. You don't need to add a lot. Like some, you just got to, place it all. You don't need a lot. And just place it in the corners and on top. Okay? Stampin' Seal Plus, just a little bit, okay? It is a very strong adhesive, just like the liquid glue. If you follow that tip, it will go a long way. Now, sometimes my Stampin' Seal Plus, it takes a while to get going. Just take your finger and move it along on the top here. It's kind of sticky, just move it along. And if you do only a little bit in each corner and lift, the tape runner will not shove to one side. So if you're taping and you're pulling, this tape runner will come off its track and pull off to one side, okay? Very important tip. Don't pull off to the side. Do a little bit in each corner. And if it doesn't come out at first, just move it up a little bit with your finger, okay? Those are some tips. Somebody asked me that yesterday, and I thought that was a great idea. Okay, we got our card bases ready, okay? I'm going to take my Perchy Peacock, which is actually one of my favorite colors now. It always has been. It's a returning color. I'm going to lay that down here. Now, the reason I'm laying it down, I'm not gluing yet. I want to just show you how it's going to look, okay? So I'm going to do the 2 diamonds, okay? And I'm going to take the DSP. So one will be on one diamond and one will be on the other. Okay, so you have it like that. For this, what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to take the circle punch and I'm going to make little circles as opposed to a square. And I'm going to do the same thing on that. Okay. And I'm just going to punch 2 circles. Now, that was a 2-inch circle. I'm going to use the new 2 3/8. Now, I don't have an extra piece of, oh, what is it? Pretty Peacock. So I'm just going to grab one. So hold on a sec. I'm going to cut a piece of basic Pretty Peacock. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to cut with the larger circle. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Getting away from me. Now you could do this with squares or circles. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. So there we go. They've got the one with the square. And I'm going to do the same thing, one with the circle, one on top of each other. Okay. Oh, it is coming together. Look at that. Okay. There we go. Now there is a piece of basic white and another piece of Pretty Peacock that is slightly smaller than these two. Okay. So that will go in the middle. Okay. Again, slightly smaller. Now this is a little larger, but I'll cut that down. Okay. And that will go into the center. So let's just actually cut that. There we go. I'm gonna, oops. Oh, good thing I had another piece there. That will go in the center. And I'm gonna cut one like that for the center, and I'll offset that a little bit. So I just laid these down so you get an idea of how the cards are going to look. All right. I'm going to take these center pieces off because I'm going to do work with them. I will stamp with them, but I don't want to lose these. So let's glue them down. Again, just a little bit of glue in the center. They don't need a lot of glue, especially with the Seal Plus. Okay. I'm going to add that. Okay. I'm going to add it straight on. Maybe I'll put it this way so that you can see a little bit of the flower coming out. And again, on the bottom, I'm going to line it up, kind of go all the way through. There we go. Got that down. Going to do the same thing with the circles. Okay. Exactly the same thing. Okay. Glue it down. Little bit of glue. There we go. Nobody told me if I was crooked or not. Am I crooked? Oh, not. Okay. Now I have these glued down. I know they're not going to fall anywhere and I won't lose them. So let's put these off to the side and get some stamping. We're going to bring back in those pieces of white. And I am going to use Pretty Peacock. I love this color. And the sentiment, I'm going to use Circle Sayings. Now I've started using this Circle Sayings stamp set for I think almost all my sentiments. I just love the script on it. I think it is fantastic. And let's get one that says, I'm going to use the thank you. So I'm going to place that on a block. See, if I lay it down, it will fit. See, we can just see. Look at that. Fits right on there. I'm going to get my block and pick it up. Okay. And when you open these, sometimes they're a little sticky. There's a little notch here. Go to the other side, press down, and you'll hear it pop. Then you're just going to flip it open and slide. Okay. And you're going to pat, especially if these are new, just pat lightly, pat and turn, and we're going to stamp. Now, if you make a boo-boo, that's okay. Flip it over. Oh, look at that. Looking lovely. I love this color. I'm telling you, one of the colors that you should get is this Pretty Peacock. Oh, it's a little off center. Let's flip that over. Okay, try again. And we'll go with the best one. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. I want to add a little bit to this because I think it looks a little plain at the moment. In the Circle Sayings, there's this little, kind of like little hash marks or like, look like sunshine. Let's call them sunshine marks. I'm going to add that to a stamp, to a block, and I'm going to bring in some of the colors that were in the DSP. So I'm going to pull in some of these colors. And one of them is Wild Wheat. Okay, so I'm going to open that up. There we go. And I'm going to pat, and I'm just going to offset it, these little things. Doesn't it? It just adds a little bit more to that sentiment. Okay, there we go. But you know what? I could do a little bit more. Look at that. It looks good. It's coming together, isn't it? Okay. But I'm going to bring in another color. I'm going to bring in Lemon Lolly, this beautiful yellow. Now, before I use it, I have to get that old ink off. Just use my Stampin' Scrub. I'm just going to clean that quickly. La, 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 la. And just going to stamp a little bit off. Now, this yellow is very light, so I can do quite a few of the stamps, right? Can't tell if it's crooked or not, so just adding a little bit of color. So look at the difference between the two, okay? If I just did the sentiment, and now this is just the one stamp, and that's a little bit of the two. Adding a little bit more, I'm stepping it up, okay? Easy, very easy. You don't need lots of stuff. One, take a look to see what you have in your supplies. First of all, figure out what you have, and you want to build from that, okay? Write that on a list, and then, let's take a look and see what we can add to it, okay? So I'm going to add the little adhesive to the back. There we go, just like that. There we go. I'm going to offset this because that's the exact same size. Bring these back in. Now, I want to add something. I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. Now, dimensionals are those little foamy glue things that have a little bit of cushion, and they add some height onto that. And I'm going to do that. Let's pop a few of those on. Okay. Right in the middle. There we go. Right there. Boop. And another one right here. We're going to add that into the center. Now, to finish this off, I could have tucked in some ribbon underneath, but I have some embellishments. I'm just going to add some little embellishments, these here guys here, and I'm going to just kind of pop them on using some of the colors that are in there. Oh, actually, that one yellow one just doesn't seem to match, does it? Oh, there we go. And we'll do one more. And pop it on there. And I think we'll do the yellow ones on here. There we go. There. Like I said, you could do circles or you could do squares. So there we go. If you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. Like I said, make a wish list. Drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. Take a look at what you have and maybe just add a little bit in. Just complement to what you already have. So that's an easy way to make a card. Look at that. Great. The embossing folder definitely makes a difference, okay? So now, like I said, if that would have been just plain white, it would have been okay, but it just adds it a little bit more. So, very simple cards. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, Northern Stamper. Any questions, drop me an email. Until next Tuesday, have a great crafting day. Bye-bye.